You are on the 96th floor, the North Tower. 9:27 in the morning, September 11th, 2001. 41 minutes since impact. You don't yet know what happened, but you know you're trapped. You know that something in this building has changed forever, and you are here, above it all, watching smoke rise like a living creature searching for you. The plane hit between the 93rd and 99th floors. You're above that. Above the collision. Above anything you could possibly escape from. That means one thing, and you already know it. The stairwells don't exist anymore. Or they do, but they're full of black smoke pounding out of the opening like compressed air escaping from a cylinder. You put your hand near it, you can't even touch it. The heat is already unbearable from meters away. Approximately 1,354 people are above the impact zone. You're not alone. You're surrounded by people in the same situation. People who woke up this morning. People who kissed someone at their front door. People thinking about weekends and promotions and bills to pay. Now they're here with you. All breathing the same air that gets grayer by the second. All staring at the same locked doors. All doing the same mental math you're doing right now. The heat rises. You can feel it against your skin now. Not like a hot day, different, controlled, directed, coming from below like someone's pointing a giant hairdryer at your feet. The temperature above the impact zone exceeds 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The steel structure can't take it. Steel bends at 2,190 degrees. It's hotter here than Leeds' melting point. The floors beneath your feet are turning soft. You can't see it happening, but you can feel it. Your soles sink marginally with each step. The floor is giving way. The smoke thickens. Squeezed your eyes shut. It doesn't help. The smoke is toxic. It's burning jet fuel. It's melted plastics, burning offices, chairs, documents, everything that makes a building alive, turning to ash. You pull your shirt up, press it against your nose. It works for a few seconds. The fabric absorbs the moisture, gets hot against your face. You're breathing smoke through the cloth. Your heart races, you breathe faster. That makes it worse. You try to slow down, you can't. People around you start breaking windows. The sound is sharp, glass shattering like toys being destroyed. They break them with whatever they find. Fire extinguisher, chair, bare fists wrapped in jackets. The glass gives fresh air comes in. At least you think it's fresh. It's air. You breathe deep. Feel the oxygen in your lungs. Then you feel something worse. Heat. Extreme heat from outside. The flames are so hot out there that the air around them reaches unbearable temperatures. The people who broke the windows pull back immediately. One of them screams. His clothes smoke. He's burned by steam. 50, 60, 70 degrees the human body can handle for seconds. But outside, it's hundreds of degrees. Outside, the air literally burns your face when you breathe. He backs away. His face is red as a beet. He can't breathe. Nobody can breathe out there. You turn around, you look at the faces of the people near you. You're registering everything now. Recording. Your survival brain is recording every detail because part of you already knows this matters. That you need to remember, need to witness. A woman in a pink coat. A man holding his tie in his mouth. A girl, no, a young woman, hugging herself. Everybody tense. Every face searching for a security camera as if someone could see this. As if someone could help. The phones start ringing. Their phones, you see a woman pulling her cell from her purse. She dials. Her fingers shake as she presses the numbers. You move closer. She whispers a number. Waits. Someone answers. She starts crying before she speaks a word. You step back. You shouldn't hear this, but you do. She says she loves someone. Says sorry she hasn't called in a week. Says she'll be home for dinner if she can get down, but her voice already knows she won't get down. More phones. The hum of dialing fills the space between the smoke. People calling homes where no one answers. People leaving messages. You hear fragments. A man's voice saying he saw the explosion. The whole floor moved. He thinks it was a plane crash. A woman telling her husband the stairwell's blocked. They need to find another way. She'll try again. The hope in her voice is worse than despair. You close your eyes. The heat now isn't just a sensation. It's an entity. It fills the room, occupies space, weighs something. You can feel every inch of it between your skin and the air. Your throat burns. Comborner. The smoke sticks to your lungs like a second skin. You cough. Once you start, you can't stop. You double over, hands on your knees, coughing hard. Other people too. The sound is a hospital during an epidemic. The sound of something ending. An hour since impact, maybe more. You've lost track of time. Your watch is on your wrist. You don't want to look at it. While you don't look, while you don't confirm how many minutes have passed, you can imagine there's still time. Quote, that someone can climb up and reach you. That someone will come. But you know, no one will. The firefighters are below. People are climbing. Yes, but not fast enough. Not high enough. You're on the 96th floor. They're on the 40th. They might reach the 60th. Maybe the 70th. Maybe. But not here. Not in time. The windows now. The windows become everyone's obsession. You walk to one place, your hand against the glass. It's still hot, but not burning. You look down, Manhattan is there below. Small, distant. The people in the streets you can see are walking, not running, not moving fast. They look like normal lives on a normal day. They don't know you're here, don't know what's happening. Or they know and they're pretending it's safe to look up. That it's safe to be in a city where a building is being eaten by fire with people inside it. You look at the city and think about jumping. It's not the first time. The idea arrived about 20 minutes ago, first as a whisper, then as a voice. Now it's almost a scream. You know it's not suicide. You know it's a choice between two deaths. And that's the part nobody will understand afterward. They'll say you jumped, they'll say you chose, they'll say it was suicide. But you know the truth. You know the fire has already won. Your death was decided the moment that plane hit the building. Now you're just choosing which version of it you'll face. You're not alone in this thought. You can see it on the faces of the people around you. They're having the same thought. Nobody talks about it. Nobody needs to. It's a silent understanding. A conversation happening through looks. A woman near you approaches the window. You think she'll break it? She just places her hand on the glass. Her face goes white. You follow her gaze down. You see something in the street. Something you shouldn't see. More people arriving below, watching, waiting, filming with cameras. You step back from the window. The smoke is so dense now, you can hold your hand in front of your face and barely see your fingers. It's getting hard to move through the space. People hold on to each other. They form chains. You feel a stranger's hand on your back. They're using you as a guide. You're using someone as a guide. Nobody knows where they're going. Everyone's just moving because standing still means giving up. A man collapses. You see him fall. Someone screams. There's nothing to do. The floor around you is wet. Something's dripping from the pipes above. You don't want to know what. A woman and a man embrace. You can see her lips moving. She's praying. He's praying. You're not religious, but you start praying too. You're not asking to be saved. You know you won't be. You just ask that it ends quickly. Ask that it hurts less. 2 hours. You finally look at your watch. 2 hours since impact. That means the second impact happened. You didn't feel it, didn't hear it, but you know it happened because someone said so. The South Tower was hit. Maybe you won't get out. Maybe the North Tower falls too. People murmur about this, about how a tower could fall. That's the impossible thing. Buildings don't fall, especially not buildings like this, especially not downward. But you know they can. Steel warps, floors separate, everything falls in the end. You go back to the window. This time, you break the glass. You don't know what with. Your hand covered by your jacket. The glass breaks. falls downward in fragments. You don't hear it hit the ground. It's too far. The air coming in is even hotter now. The outside air is almost the same temperature as the inside air. You put your head out, the heat is blinding. It's like putting your face near an oven with the door open. You pull back, but you saw something. Before you pulled back, you saw it. You saw that it was possible, that the fall was finite, that there was a definite end. You counted, not consciously, your body counted. From 96th floor to the ground. How many floors? 96 times approximately 10 feet each. Approximately 960 feet. A fall of 960 feet takes approximately 10 seconds. 10 seconds is less than a minute, less than most things you've done in your life, less time than your morning routine, less time than most important conversations. You start thinking about it differently, not as death, as escape, as the only thing you can still control. The choice between breathing smoke until your lungs dissolve or breathing air for 10 seconds. The choice between intensifying heat while you burn alive or cold outside air touching your skin while you fall. The choice between a death ordinary people can't understand or a death at least within your control. You look around again. For the first time, you see someone preparing. A man stands. He's calm. You strangely admire that he reached a decision, that he accepted the unacceptable. He walks to the window. He looks out. He breathes deep, and then he steps onto the ledge. You shouldn't look. You look. He falls straight. No writhing. No screaming. Just falls like someone dropping an object from a cliff. Within 10 seconds, he doesn't exist anymore. Nobody says anything. Nobody cries. Nobody screams. The silence is profound. It's like that man took all the sound with him in the fall. You can hear your own heart now, can hear blood in your ears, can hear fire consuming the building below, can hear smoke moving, can hear people breathing, can hear the city waiting down there. Someone else approaches the window. This time, a woman. She's not alone. A man follows her. They're holding hands. You can see their fingers are interlocked. You can see something happening between them that transcends death, that transcends fear. They embrace at the window ledge. They're still holding hands. And then they jump together. You turn your head. You don't want to see how long it takes. You know how long it takes. 10 seconds is the same amount of time regardless of how many people fall. That changes something in you. Seeing them jump together, seeing they weren't alone. Suddenly, this doesn't seem like a selfish death anymore. It seems like a final act of human connection. A last attempt to be with someone, even if it's while you fall toward death. You start looking for someone. Not consciously, just start moving between the people. There's a couple near the support columns, a man and a woman. They look like strangers to each other, but they're holding hands anyway. You approach a woman. She's older than you, maybe someone's mother. Her hair is graying. Her eyes are red from smoke. You offer your hand. She doesn't ask why. She takes it. Her grip is firm. It's like she's been waiting for this. Like all of this situation has been leading to this. In this moment where a stranger offers their hand and you take it because the alternative is being alone. Together, you walk to the window. Neither of you speaks. There are no words. There's only the acknowledgement that it's time, that there's no other choice, that the fire below will keep rising and eventually reach you, that your death is certain, that your body won't survive any of the possibilities in front of you, but at least you can be sure of when you'll die, can be sure of how it'll end, can choose. You put your head out the window. The air is even hotter now. Afternoon's coming and the fire's stronger. You can see other buildings, can see people in adjacent buildings watching, can see some pointing, can see cameras. The world is watching. The world is knowing. Somehow that helps. If you're going to die, at least you'll be seen. At least you'll matter. The woman squeezes your hand harder. You squeeze back. You look her in the eyes. She's terrified. Of course she is. So are you. But there's something more. There's dignity. There's agency. There's refusal to let fire dictate your last seconds. There's insistence on being human until the end. There's resistance standing here, choosing, even if it's choosing between two deaths. You put your other hand on the ledge, the woman does the same. You can feel heat coming from above. The air is so hot it burns your lungs when you breathe. You can smell burning. You can feel the weight of time. Every second passes like an hour. Every heartbeat is a moment of consciousness. Approximately 205 people will jump or fall from the towers before they collapse. The exact number will never be known. Some bodies won't be identified, some won't be found. Some will fall in groups, some will fall alone. Some will jump far from the tower, some will fall close. Some will have burning clothes, some will have captured photographs. One will be photographed by journalist Richard Drew. He'll be called the Falling Man. Going to the photograph will haunt the world for decades. People will debate whether he's a victim or suicide. People will make documentaries about his identity. People will guess whether he wanted to die or wanted to live. But he knew. He knew exactly what the choice was. Firefighters will receive orders not to speak about those who jumped. They'll be classified as people who fell. The difference matters to someone somewhere. The difference is that if you fell, you're a victim. Cooked, you made a choice. And a choice isn't easily accepted in a society wanting to believe everything could have been saved. Everything could have been different. But you know it couldn't. You know the math was simple. The North Tower had 98 floors above the impact point. The stairwells were blocked. The elevators didn't work. Firefighters were on the 40th floor. You were on 96. That was all you needed to know. The coroner will later examine each body. Will he examine your body? Won't find bullets. Won't find poison. Won't find rope marks. We'll find a body that fell from extreme height. Your bones will be broken. Your internal organs will have suffered extreme trauma. Your lungs might contain smoke. Your cause of death will be asphyxiation or impact or both. But he'll write down homicide. Because it was homicide, because you were killed, not by yourself, but by whoever piloted that plane. Whoever planned this, whoever made the decision that resulted in you being at that window at that moment, you'll think about all of this in your last conscious seconds. You'll think about the absurdity of being alive in the morning and dead in the afternoon. You'll think about the people you love. You'll think about whether they'll know you jumped, whether they'll understand it was a choice, whether they'll forgive you, whether they'll comprehend that you didn't run screaming, didn't behave irrationally. You did the most rational possible thing in a completely irrational situation. The woman beside you breathes deep. You breathe deep too. Air enters your lungs, feeling oxygen before it burns, feeling life before it ends. You say nothing. She says nothing. There's nothing to say. Everything's been said. Everything's been decided. Now it's just the doing. You think about how to die well. You think about facing the ineffable with whatever dignity remains. You think about how your death can matter. Cut! It can matter because it'll be witnessed. It can matter because it'll be news. It can matter because people will discuss it. People will remember you. Not your name, but your choice. The courage to stand at the border between alive and dead and then choose conscious and deliberate and with someone else's hand in yours. The North Tower is falling. You don't know it yet. You're above. You're at the edge. You're seconds away. But below, the floors are collapsing. The steel structure that seemed so permanent, so impossible to destroy, is crumbling in on itself. Within minutes, the entire building won't exist anymore. Just dust, just smoke, just ash floating across the city. But you won't be there to see it. You'll be in free fall. You'll be in a state of being alive and being dead simultaneously. Your lungs will be breathing air that isn't smoke. Your heart will be beating at a rhythm you've never experienced. Your body will be responding to speed, gravity, inevitability. 10 seconds is an eternity when you're falling. 10 seconds is an entire age when you know that in 10 seconds you won't exist anymore. You can think about so much in 10 seconds. You can remember so much, you can feel so much. You can be so much more alive in your last 10 seconds than in all the days before in your life. The woman squeezes your hand one last time. You squeeze back and then you jump. Not exactly together, but in sequence. Almost together. Almost like you're falling in sync and you fall. Eyes open, hearts racing. Bodies in free fall. The air around you is fresh air now. It's pure air. It's the air of death, but it's also the air of freedom. It's the air of a choice made, of a decision taken, of a life that was lived to the end. 10 seconds pass, you don't feel them. You're beyond sensation. You're in the state between alive and dead. You're beyond pain. You're beyond fear. You just are. You just chose, and now you live that choice until the end. The North Tower will collapse 29 minutes later. It'll fall in on itself. The rubble will descend in a dust cloud that'll cover all of Manhattan. People who were watching will run. Cameras will capture everything. The whole world will see a building that seemed permanent disintegrate like sand in a storm. 2,783 people will die that day. Most in the tower collapses. Many under the debris. Hundreds in the buildings. Hundreds in the streets. Hundreds jumping or falling. Each death will be a different death. Each death will be particular and important and unique. Each death will be the end of a specific world. The world where that person existed and loved and worked and planned and dreamed. You're just one of these. You're approximately one of 205 who chose, or one of 205 forced to choose. The difference is semantic. Cunticity, the reality is you were there, and you made a choice, and that choice matters. September 11th, 2001 changed history, changed the world, changed how people live afterward, changed how cities are built, changed how security is thought about, changed how death is treated in public. But for the 205 who fell, it changed mainly one thing. It changed the understanding that until the end, you can still make a choice. That until the end, you're more than a passive victim. Caveat. Until the end, you can still claim your death as your own. You are now in free fall. You are now part of the story. You are now one of the 205 fars. You are now the falling man or the woman who jumped, or just one of the people who faced the impossible with the dignity that was all that remained. You are now memory. You are now meaning. You are now death with choice. And for better or worse, it's all you can do. If this video dropped you inside a moment that the world saw from the outside, but you just lived from the inside, subscribe. We tell the stories that make you understand what really happened. Not as history, as experience.